Welcome to Life in Calgary, Alberta. I'm your host, Patrick Murray, and today we're talking about renovations that can add value to your home flip. But before we do that, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about what it's like to eat, sleep, breathe, live, and play in Calgary, Alberta, then guys, just please hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you get notified every single time I release a new video. Now, I have to tell you, I've lived in 5 major centers in my adult life, but I settled in Calgary way back in 2001. But not only that, I've been a realtor here since 2010. And all of this means I have some specialized knowledge about the city of Calgary and the surrounding bedroom communities. So if you are considering a move to the city of Calgary or one of these bedroom communities and you would like some assistance to purchase a home, please feel free to reach out to me. Send me a text, email, or a phone call. I will absolutely get back to you. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's talk about renovations to add value to your home flip. So it's no secret that doing some renovations to a home can increase a home's value. And there's a few reasons why people might do a renovation. So one is just to do a few updates and upgrades to make sure everything's functioning properly and that the house is staying current so that you can live in it and continue to enjoy it for years to come. Another reason is people are preparing to move, so they want to make those few updates so that they attract buyers to the property for when they move out. And another reason people do updates to a home has to do with an investment strategy, and that has to do with flipping a house. So some investors will buy a home for renters to move in and live in it, and sometimes that's a good reason to do a renovation too. However, other times people want to buy a home, put in some work to update it and upgrade it, and then sell it for a profit. So that's what we're talking about here today. So we're going to get into a few strategies that you can employ to assist you to make your home look great for your home flip. And keep in mind, you don't have to break the bank to do this either. So the kitchen is one of the things that I think really makes a huge impact on your home. Remember, the kitchen is the heart of the home, and this is where people spend the most time because they're preparing meals, or, as they're preparing meals, they might be entertaining there as well. So a kitchen is the great place to start. So what can you do? Well, you can replace outdated countertops and with more durable and stylish options such as quartz, or you could use granite, or you could even use butcher block, or depending on where the property is located, you might be able to get away with a few laminate options as well. You can also look at updating old appliances. And stainless steel is very popular. And again, you don't have to break the bank to do this. There are some great types of appliances you can get where you're not breaking the bank. Maybe it's a less expensive stainless steel appliance, or maybe it's a scratch and dent appliance where you can't see where the scratch and dent is, and you get some money off. So that's also a great strategy. You can also consider repainting or replacing the door and drawer fronts of your cupboards rather than replacing all of the cupboards altogether. And this will make a huge impact. And don't forget to paint the walls and ceiling. That also helps as well. So first impressions matter. And when people pull up your home, they want to be attracted to your property. And you want them to not just enjoy what's inside, but you want them to feel like they have pride of ownership before they even get in the door. So you might want to consider freshening up your landscaping by trimming the bushes, adding flowers, and adding some mulch. You can also look at repainting the front doors and windows. And sometimes bold colors do make a bold statement. So a colorful door or one that stands out from the rest of the neighborhood can really add value and give that extra punch. And sometimes installing some new lighting can absolutely make a huge difference to modernize the outside of the home and to add, proper lighting so you can see where you're going. Now, another high impact area is the bathroom. So, you can look at, much like the kitchen, an updated bathroom can add a lot of value to your property. But again, you don't have to break the bank to do this. So you could consider replacing some of the old faucet shower heads and the light fixtures to update and upgrade them to make it a bright space. You can swap out the outdated tiles for something fresh and clean, like maybe subway tiles or maybe some natural stone in that area. And you can consider replacing or adding a vanity mirror to give the space a more contemporary feel. And sometimes if you got that really loud tub, or maybe it's chipped and needs some love, hey, you know what? You can look at getting it refinish. And there are some companies out there that will refinish it on site. And I think you'll be surprised at how cost efficient it really is. Now, when I go through homes of potential buyers, there's a lot of lipstick and makeup on the property, which draws people's attention away from some of the more important items in the home. And that's what home staging can do, guys. But it's important to pay attention to things like the windows and doors, making sure that your dollars aren't floating out through the doors and the windows and through the insulation as the years go on. So something like checking out the windows, making sure the windows aren't too old, making sure those seals aren't broken so that you're ensuring you have the proper energy efficiency. So you may want to look at replacing some windows that need attention with double pane or better yet, triple pane windows. Something else to pay attention to is insulation. So check out the attic. Is it low? Get it assessed. If it needs some more, get some more blown in insulation up there. And of course, if it's in the budget, hey guys, do the walls to make sure there's energy efficiency in that property. And of course, looking at your furnace and hot water tank is important too, because those can be real cost savings to people as well. A good, efficient furnace that runs properly, that blows lots of warm air, but doesn't blow the budget in terms of energy and gas costs, can really pay dividends down the road. So these are things to pay attention to, because savvy buyers will be paying attention, such as the clients that I take through your property. Now, another way to add value is usable square footage. Yeah, guys, square footage is naturally adds value to a property. The more square feet the property has, the more valuable it is in comparison to some properties that don't have as much square footage. So if you have a smaller home and it's in the budget to add square footage, consider doing that. And some easier ways of doing that is to consider renovating the basement. If the basement is unfinished, hey, finish the basement. Make it a usable space, usable square footage for the family. Look at the attic. Can the attic be refinished? Maybe you can add value there by adding some additional square footage. Maybe a little loft, maybe a little office space up there. Anything to add that square footage. And yes, you can look at doing an addition if it's within the budget. That starts to get a little more pricey. And something else you can do, since we're talking about square footage, yes, it's not necessarily livable square footage, but that has to do with the addition of a garage. So if you're buying a property and it doesn't have a garage, if you're able to put a double detached garage in there, that's a great way to add value, especially in Calgary, because hey, we're a wintering city. People like to park their cars indoors so that they don't have to go out to scrape the windshield. So it's another great way to add value to your flip. So there you have it. That's some of the best ways that you can add value to your script, or through those items that I just previously discussed. You don't have to do everything necessarily in a property, but certainly go through, look at where you can make the most impact to add value to the property and to get the most out of your flip and the most value when you go to sell it. Like I said earlier, if you are considering a move to the city of Calgary or one of the bedroom communities and you would like some assistance to purchase a home, please feel free to reach out to me. Send me a text, email, or a phone call. I will absolutely get back to you so you can live your life in Calgary, Alberta.